Hello, everybody. This is Julie D from Nordonia.news, and today I'm talking with Nick Sanders. You might know him as Dominique Sanders. He is the boys basketball coach for Nordonia. Welcome.
How are you guys doing? Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're excited to get going with basketball. Obviously it's not that time yet, but there's a lot of preparation to, to getting started in the season for you. And the season is going to be a little bit different this year, and even training. Can you tell us how that's going?
Well, obviously, with all the protocols going on, it's definitely different. We're not having any open gyms. We're not doing any scrimmages or any kind of live action. It's a lot of skill work. A lot of guys are bringing their own basketballs, and they'll be set at a basket to where they stay at those baskets for the entirety of the open gym, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're in the weight room. We are taking precautionary with that. They stay in small groups. So basically, we're in the gym for 2 hours with the other guys. We'll be on the court for an hour. We'll be in the weight room for an hour, and a lot of skills work. But it's good to just have the guys back in the gym, seeing each other, similar faces, and kind of being that family unit that we talk about in our program.
So training started last week?
Training started on the 1st.
Oh, okay.
So this is actually going to be the start of our third week.
Well, that's great. When does the basketball season normally start?
Off season or just in general?
The real season.
The real season
The
does
game.
not start until our first game is actually the first week of December this year. Usually it fluctuates between the last week of November, between the first week of December. We don't start until the first week of December this year.
So do you happen to know when school starts, what you're going to be able to do? Will you be able to practice?
I'm assuming if things keep going the way they are, we'll continue with our open gym at the end of August. August is always a no contact period, and they continued that obviously this year because of the fall sports. Mm-hmm. So we'll continue with the open gym starting in September, probably 3-4 days a week, whichever coaching staff decides to do, and then that'll lead us right into the season up into trial. Those start in November, and then we'll be able to get after a little bit.
So last year was your first season as coach at Nordonia. So what was that like?
It was awesome. I love the community. I would say it's a very, if I had to describe it in one word, it's passionate. It's a passionate group of people, and you love that. At the end of the day, we're all trying to accomplish one goal. It's to allow our student athletes to be successful. And obviously we want to win games. So, as a coach, that's the one thing you can just harp on it and be thankful for. The administration is tremendous. They're great leaders. So it was definitely an easy transition. It welcomed me with open arms, and we're trying to turn it around, and hopefully we do that.
Well, you definitely brought enthusiasm to the program for sure.
Oh, I tried to. I'm a up, so that'll continue to be brought.
You broke up there a little bit. If you could, you were saying I'm an
upbeat guy, so that'll continue. I'm high energy at all times.
Now you have a Twinsburg connection. Tell us about that.
I do. I actually moved to Twinsburg when I was 7 years old. I went through all my grade school years. I graduated from there, and I actually coached there for my first 7 years. I coached varsity football. I was a receivers coach, and I also coached I was a head freshman coach for a little bit, being an assistant varsity basketball coach. From there on out, and I moved to Kinston. I coached a year JV, then I went to Brimfield, Ohio, and coached a year varsity there. But Twinsburg has my roots for sure, but I think at the end of the day, sometimes change is what you need. I've accepted it with full arms that I'm a Nordonia night head basketball coach, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
So you've kind of talked about your journey a little bit. How did you get here?
Well, it's funny. I was a coach at Brimfield. I didn't even know Nordonia had I didn't know the basketball position was even open. I was actually at the gym weight training. I get a phone call. It was Mr. Ecker or Rob, and he mentioned to me, hey, it'd be sweet if you apply for our position, and we'd like to interview you. I guess I got my name from Mr. Clark was in a superintendent's meeting with the superintendent at Field, and I guess he mentioned my name on some good thoughts. And next thing you know, I'm in the interview room at Nordonia High School getting interviewed for the head varsity job. It went through a lot of rounds. It was a long process, levy, and obviously they still have to do their diligent research on who they want to be their head coach. So I went through about 3 or 4 extensive interviews, and fortunately, I was the last guy remaining, and got that. I think I got the call. I was actually about to leave my house, and I heard my heart beating because I saw the name and.
Oh, right. It pops up on your phone. Yes.
Oh yeah. So it was awesome. It was great. I was excited, and it's a privilege to be in this position for sure.
So strategy wise, what is your plan for this fall?
Strategy wise, right now we're keeping it basic, but we're also we're harping on the fundamentals. Our team last year, we didn't win too many games, but I tell you what, it's more of the fundamentals. I think team wise, we were in many games. We beat some pretty good opponents. We lost to some ranked teams that we lost to by 2 or 3 points at the end of games. So I think a lot of it was based off experience, kind of guys who know how to close and finish games. We didn't have as much experience in terms of the varsity level as a lot of other teams are fortunate to have. But we just got to keep harping on little things, holding these guys accountable, making sure they're here daily. If they can't make it, reach out to a coach. I think you got to teach these young kids life lessons as well. Yes, we all have things going on. So if you can't make it to a job, are you going to not reach out to your employer? So that's just little things we're trying to harp on and teach these guys life skills that hopefully develop and transition to the basketball court and having success there as well.
Yeah, I think that's definitely important because, you're molding the future.
Correct. And I think, our future is bright. I mean, we have some talent from the middle school all the way down even to the youth.
Oh, yes.
This summer, I went to a bunch of travel games, and I saw a bunch of our third grader, fourth grade, fifth. I was watching championship games for third grade. And it's a lot of talent, and it's good to see those boys enjoying and having fun at their early age.
They're probably excited to see you too.
Oh, they're excited. It's fun. I'm just excited to see them. So it's both ways.
So tell me if you have had any kind of obstacle, growing up, any challenge that, it was difficult to overcome, but obviously you're successful and you made it here. But then, how was the path ever bumpy for you?
The path was, and I think people don't really understand. I think everyone, you kind of get the silver spoon, the silver lining. But no, I actually had a pretty rough patch. At going in, I did not get the P position right away. So it was. I remember when I applied, I was a final 2 candidates, and it was me and a guy, Brian Velbeck, who's from Nordonia.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my guy, one of my close friends, and he's a great teacher and a great coach. And he actually got the position over me. And then fortunately, they had another position that I got called on, and Superintendent Powers offered me, and I of course I took it. But that was an obstacle. I think another obstacle was when I didn't get the head varsity job at Twinsburg. I was young. I was about 20. I would probably say 25 years old when the position was open. I was one of the final candidates for the position. I didn't get it, and I think it was, of course I was upset about it, just because being in their hometown and having that opportunity. But at the end of the day, did I take it to? Do I hate them from not? No, because it's a process, and everyone. I'm sure they had their reason why they hired Coach Schmuck, who's a heck of a coach and a heck of a person. So no, I'm obviously not taking it personal, but definitely obstacles throughout the way, and I think those will mold you. Those are the obstacles that hey, it's okay. I'm gonna get my next challenge, and when I get my next challenge and opportunity, I'm gonna take full advantage of it and do my best that I can to have success at this position.
Yeah, sometimes it's timing is everything, and it's like you think you're ready, and you're not ready for whatever reason. You need to do something else.
And that's true. I agree, and it happens. I think Nordonia happened at the perfect opportunity. I think, I got my foot in the door. I coached a 4-year varsity. I got to experience it, and then obviously now I'm at the Division I level, so it's completely different. You're dealing with a lot of college coaches, college scouts. Because at the end of the day, my goal as a coach, I believe, is to get these boys into college. And I think, yes, you want to win as many conference championships and as many games as you can as a coach, but at the end of the day, if you can help these boys get to college and get that next level of education, I feel like we as coaches did our job.
Yeah, you mentioned being healthy. Do you have any injuries you're now dealing with, student injuries?
Not any serious ones right now. our guys, we constantly stay on our guys about hydrating, about stretching. We take safety measures and protocols before we work out and all that stuff. So right now we're fortunate, knock on wood, if I can find any wood, to not have any injuries. But let's hopefully we can stay healthy for sure throughout the season.
Do you have a team captain already selected?
We do not, but I'm gonna tell you what. There's a couple guys stepping up right now. A lot of young guys. Cooper Rush is a great multi-sport athlete. I tell you what, he's what I call all the time a old school athlete. You know, he never stops working. I can go in the weight room at Nordonia at 6 p.m. and he could be in there. I'm like, how you get in here? You know, so he'll text me, Coach, what can I do for this? And I help him out for a certain exercise. But always working, always a guy who the guys look up to because of his work ethic. And I think he for sure has an opportunity as a junior to be a team captain.
Was there another? You said you had a couple.
Couple. Well, you hope for those seniors. Hopefully you have some of those seniors to step up. You know, I look for guys like Anthony Lee. You know, we need a big season from. He's a guy who's not really a vocal leader, but I'm gonna tell you what, he stepped up towards the end of this season last year. And I think he can be a guy that scores a basketball for us, which we need. You know, we struggled last year to put the ball in the basket. We were third in the conference in defensive efficiency, which was pretty good. But you can't win games if you don't score baskets. So
I was there for a couple, losses at the last second. Those are like heartbreaking.
Oh, we lost we lost a couple buzzer beaters at the end this year.
Yeah,
it's crazy. So my first year head coaching at Steel last year, we lost on 3 buzzer beaters. I'm like, wow, bad luck. Like at the buzzer, we can't wait to the end of the game to be
right. You can't get into that position.
Correct.
Yeah, stay away from that.
Yes.
That's my tip for you. Just don't do that.
We're gonna try for sure.
Was there anything else that you wanted to say?
I just think that as our student athletes, they work hard. You know, we ask a lot for them, especially for our multi-sport athletes. And just being an athlete in general is difficult. At our program, we talk about being uncommon. You can see on my shirt, we talk about being uncommon. That's just understanding that they have different responsibilities. You know, life's not fair. You know, you signed up for this. You put yourself in this predicament to be a student athlete. You know, you're not going home at 2:00 every day. You know, we harp on guys. You have other obligations, practice, games. Some nights you're out to 9:00 on the bus until you get home, and you might have homework to do. So I think just drilling in the guy's head that one, you know, you can do this. You know, you have the support to do this, as well as you have the ability to do it. And I think that, you know, hopefully this continues and carries on as they get older in life, and you know they go try and get that job that they want. Maybe they have the upper end because they put the extra time in the study for, you know, the interview or things of that nature. But I think guys accountable. I think right now that's the biggest thing I learned coming in. Guys, practice starts at 10:30. Guys walking in at 10:28. You know, well, you're not warmed up. You're not stretched. You're not ready to practice.
Right.
And just think little things. I think that's the big thing. Harping on the little things. Being anal about doing what is needed from you. So that's what we're focusing on right now. The guys are coming along. We're having a pretty good offseason for what we can do right now. We have consistent numbers. You know, we have about 60 guys that show up through our 3-hour time slot that we got to obviously divide because of how many guys we're going to have in the gym and the weight room. But it's going well, and I'm excited for the season. I'm excited for the future, and hopefully we could bring a conference championship. We haven't had one since 2013. So.
Well, I'm glad you got your eye on the prize.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm excited.
Yeah, when it comes to the students, I think the only thing that's stopping them is themselves.
I agree. I think a lot of it, these guys, they have to understand that, you know, when you lose, you should be uncomfortable. You shouldn't be happy after a loss. It should take hours to wear off on you, or even the next day. And I think,
right,
you know, we're trying to emphasize compete, you know, and learn, and that helps respect for your opponent. I think sometimes we go into a game where we don't understand that, hey, that opponent, they want to kick your tail. You know, and I think we gotta understand that we gotta want to do the same thing against every opponent. And I think that, you know, we're getting there. It's just, you know, it takes process to time to do so, but we'll get there consistently.
Did you play any other sports growing up other than basketball?
I played football and baseball, actually. Yes, I did. So I was a receiver as a football player, and I played center field as a baseball player. Loved all 3 sports, and I would say basketball was for sure my top sport. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good, given what, your position now.
Yeah, give them what I know and knowledge that I've learned through my career and through other coaches and all that good stuff. So it's definitely fun, and I'm blessed to be where I am.
Well, I really enjoyed talking with you today, and I look forward to seeing you on the court later this year.
I look forward to. I love seeing you right next to the bench. Come say hi. Come give us a hug. We love seeing you over there.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I was trying to be your good luck charm, but
Listen, keep it up. Don't. It'll come. It'll come. Don't
yes.
think it won't come for sure. We're gonna get our wins. They're gonna roll in soon.
All right. Well, you have a great day.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.